Hello, and thank you for joining me on today's little video. Uh, uh, yeah, this isn't what I was trying to show off. I wanted to show off my spaceship, which, looks not great. It's also very large. Let's, move maybe the sun. How do I move the sun? Oh yeah, with F. F. Being able to move the sun whenever I want is a very great power. This is the landing thing. Right, so this is somewhat adjacent in design to my previous ships, which are also sort of UFO-shaped. Though, like with some of my other designs, I have decided to, well, here I saved on some parts, to have an observation tower. Now, the thing is, this thing... Oh yeah, also for some reason this one isn't shiny. I don't know, have to fix that. Yeah, this is, it has one of these observation towers, and since this ship is really long and has one of these, opening door thingies, it'll turn around every time by like 180 degrees. So, if I were to put the cockpit in the front of this huge ship, I'd have to walk through all of the ship every time I want to, get out. Even though I placed a, oh, this is horrible. What is this? Even though I placed an elevator over there, yeah, this is the elevator over here. Yeah, it wouldn't really help all that much, but yes, there's a bunch of empty space in here, but this is where we can stash more of the goods. What goods, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because today I'm going to be planting the stuff for great justice. So, you might be thinking, what kind of thing could you possibly be growing on a spaceship, and why? Well, I'm not growing anything yet, but that will change in a moment. For you see, I have a bunch of different options as for stuff that I could grow. Let me just go through these. Gamma weed, a luminous leafy flowering plant that thrives in radioactive biomes and can be cultivated to yield a bountiful harvest. Suitable for indoor planting. It's fine, because we can just grow all of these in here. No, just no. Frostwort. A large crystal flower with radiant blue blooms, found only in snowy biomes. Frostwort can be farmed and makes a reliable crop, and its adaptation to harsh conditions results in highly frequent harvests. Venom urchin, a small, innocuous-looking plant whose leaves periodically secrete a small amount of potent sac venom, a valuable trading commodity. Solar vine. This living rock is adapted to live in the extreme heat of a scorched biome. However, it can be farmed in most environments. Once established, yields a moderate harvest. Gutrot flower. A foul-smelling formable flower that replicates the chemical structure of fecal matter. When planted inside it, yields a harvest of faecium. Gravitino host. A strange, potentially parasitic plant that yields an occasional harvest of the highly tradable commodity Gravitino balls. Mordite root, an incredible tuber that produces a small yield of Mordite crystals. Echinoocactus, a native to barren biomes and capable of withstanding long periods of drought. Echinocactus is an edible succulent that is responsible to cultivation, yielding large but occasional harvests. Star bramble, a medium-sized formable plant that yields an occasional harvest of valuable star bulbs. Albumen pearl orb, a medium-sized formable crystal orb that yields an occasional harvest of valuable albumen pearls. Or, this medicinal herb is known for its pungent buds, which are harvested to produce geknip. Nip thrives in dank environments and often grows as a weed. And you know what that means. Also, this stuff is illegal in this game. It's considered contraband, but I will not let that stop me, because there's money in them there hills. And why should I be satisfied with not making all of the money when I could be making all of the money by building a ship, which I modded so I could build it using 200 parts instead of 100 parts, just so that I could make it really big and fit all of the drugs in it. Because yes, indeed, this is the weed cruiser. My largest vessel yet. And it is full of nip-nip. Or space weed, if you will. Now, I'm not a Gek, and I don't really respect the Gek at all, but if I can disable them by giving them drugs, then I should use that to my advantage. And generally speaking, this stuff just sells pretty well, in my recollection. I could, of course, also grow something else. How long do these take to grow? I don't actually... 80 mins? Who knows when this will grow? The point being, I can grow these and sell them. I could also grow the funny orbs or a couple other things, but the weed is the funniest option, so we're going with that. Also, having a giant cruiser only for it to be full of weed amuses me. It is also decently armed and armored, and I haven't really modified it in any way, shape, or form besides just building it. So I might need to install some modifications. But yeah, I also have 2 windows in the front, so you can look at the back of a machine gun turret, and also look outside a little bit. Unfortunately, there is, as far as I know, no automatic harvesting, so whenever these are grown, I will have to go to each and every single one of these and pick them up. Probably. But you know what? That's just life. I will not bother putting any furniture in this spaceship because, as huge as it is already tanking my game's performance. Maybe I'll visit Musa with this. Well, I'm sure that'd be funny. Yeah. Okay. So now that this place is very cool and a garden of green, and I'm pretty sure I've shown off all of the ship, more or less. You. Stellar Ultra Cruiser 420k. Wow. I don't really have any spots where I can put things in here. Well, I guess I know what I'm gonna use the upgrades on that I got from the last expedition. Also, I do generally prefer using the Titan cockpit for my corvettes, but that one also has a window that is downwards, and well, if I put a downwards window here, I'm not gonna see anything, so might as well pick this one. Okay, that was it. That was the video. Whee!